I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Today was cleanup day for those who found themselves in the path of severe storms that featured high wind gusts and thunderstorms that rolled through parts of the region Sunday. Goodwill Road in the town of Montgomery was one of the places where downed trees and power lines were left behind. This homeowner was dealing with damage from a tree that had been hit by lightning.
The tree was hit by lightning 2-3 weeks ago when we had the storm. It was about to come down, and yesterday with that quick storm, it actually did fall down right on the gate, right in the driveway.
And you were home watching it?
Yes, we were home in the window because we knew it was going to fall.
Were you worried about which direction it was going to fall?
I was just concerned that it was going to fall into the road.
The storm also resulted in power outages to about 1,500 homes in parts of Orange and Ulster counties. Another round of severe weather could arrive late Wednesday. Complete details coming up in our local forecast. For Montgomery businessman Jim Taylor, they could turn out to be Washington allies in his continuing effort to build a $145 million waste-to-energy garbage gasification plant at his recycling facility in the town of Montgomery. Congressman James Clyburn of South Carolina, a ranking member of the House Appropriations Committee, and Democrat congressional hopeful Sean Patrick Maloney toured Taylor Biomass Energy earlier today. Taylor has applied for a $100 million federal loan guarantee to provide government backing for private loans in order to get his project up and running.
But government has a role to play, and what we need to do is we need to provide the loan guarantees so that folks like Mr. Taylor can invest their own capital, create these kind of innovative solutions. This is what the future looks like. This is what job creation looks like.
I come from a part of the country that's inundated with landfills, and anything that can be innovative enough to get us beyond landfills, and that's what this is, I'm all for it.
Taylor will also need the blessing of the Federal Department of Energy to move his waste-to-energy project forward. Reporter Jessica DiNapoli will have further details on the current Taylor timeline here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. The reinstatement of 2 Newberg police officers cleared of wrongdoing in the fatal shooting of Michael Lebhart last March is expected to be a topic for discussion during tonight's meeting of the Newberg City Council. Also expected to get attention, plans voiced by Mayor Judy Kennedy to begin a separate investigation into the conduct of the city's police department. A grand jury concluded that the officers acted in self-defense and that no criminal charges were warranted, a finding contested by family members and some community residents. Keep checking here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record for the latest developments. It wasn't the real thing, but emergency responders hoped what they learned on Saturday will help them in case a real-life emergency occurs on the Hudson River. An assortment of emergency departments from 4 counties took part in a search and rescue training operation that featured a scenario involving 2 capsized pleasure boats. Orange County Emergency Services Commissioner Walter Corey said the goals were to test responder readiness and interagency coordination through the command system that's set up when multiple agencies are called to emergencies. Responders were confronted with a number of variables, including victims doused in motorboat gasoline. A grant from the Department of Homeland Security paid for the drill. The response will be reviewed to determine what needs to be changed in order to better deal with a real river emergency. And they came to say goodbye to a young boy who had touched so many lives. More than 200 people attended a memorial service in Fallsburg Saturday for 14-year-old Dylan Smith, a boy lost in a drowning accident at a local pond back on July 2nd. Following his death, members of the community vowed to help the family both emotionally and financially. Speakers during the 2.5-hour service talked of Dylan's spirit and his dreams of becoming a basketball star. Among those in attendance, those who had baked cakes and washed cars to raise money to help pay funeral costs. We are apparently in the middle of yet another heat wave, and there's some more hot, humid weather in the forecast. Tuesday will be sunny, very hot and humid, with temperatures in the low to mid 90s. We'll feel more heat and humidity Wednesday with the highs back in the 90s, and thunderstorms expected to roll in late in the day, and that should help bring temperatures down to more bearable levels for the end of the week. Stay with Record Online to stay connected to breaking news and get an edge on the day tomorrow by reading the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.